Hello. As we started the Fortnight Mods, which is basically the reboot of the Half-Life 2 mods weekly thing we used to have, I felt like it would be nice to explain some of the routes we come up with during the challenge, and have a bit of instructions on how to do the tricks on the side. It would be nice if that would also bring up some new runners as well. During the first challenge we had 5 people running the game in the first 3 days of the challenge, like you can see here. But the activity kind of died after that. That inactivity has continued on, and during this challenge, I have been the only one who has completed a run so far, which is the newest record is this one. Although Darls has been desperately trying to get a finished run, so I hope that will happen on time. So let's begin watching the video, and I will try to explain some of the tricks, and if they're too hard I will hop into the game and try to explain the strat there. So we have a start save to skip the intro, which is like about 50 seconds-ish, if I remember right. But the first things first, we can actually skip almost the first map completely by doing this prop clip here. And as you saw, it's not like the normal prop clip where you crouch first and then hug the wall. It's actually you crouch while you're hugging the prop and going forward. And with this prop that works very well. Like it's still RNG, but you can get it with almost every run. I'm trying to aim to get a time of 7 seconds to 16 seconds here. Like you can get it in exact, like, let's see. Yeah, I start clipping at 5 seconds, so you can get the prop clip in 2 seconds very easily as well, so it is a very nice skip here. So after the clip you save load 3 times or 4 times, and then just navigate under the map here. And this clip is weird. Like what we're doing here is we hug an invisible wall, because on the other side it's a cliff, and you cannot just get stuck. That like if you try to do this without a setup, you most likely get stuck and you clip downwards, or you just don't clip at all, you just get stuck in place. So this is the setup I have currently, is that I just first start running against the wall, and when I get kind of stuck, as you can see the 4 velocity here. Let me actually put the speed to 0.25, so see, so I can actually explain this on time because it happens kind of fast. So yeah, I'm waiting till I see the 4.5 velocity here, and when I see that, I actually jump once. Like as you can see, the velocity switches a little, so I jump once, and then I wait until I have velocity again. And this is when I start actually save loading through the cliff. But also on top of the running forward, after I have jumped, I actually start tapping D as well. That makes it more consistent for me, at least. And funny thing about this clip is that sometimes you can actually clip it without actually doing any save loads. Yeah, after that it's just navigating into this window. There's a canister you can get there. You don't actually have to go inside the building, you can just grab it through the window. And then just little time save, gravity gunning the canister into its place from afar, taking the pistol, going to the level change trigger here. Here, you can just continue hopping forward, but if you get stuck to Alex there, it's actually better to save delete, because it puts you more forward than usual. And if you save delete, you can do this setup here, like 3 hops and hitting this hill here. You can skip all the fences and rocks there. And this is a very new skip I found, that like you can hit this rock and skip this road. There's an easier setup I can actually show right now. So yeah, here, as you can see, save deleting and hitting that exact same cliff, it's pretty easy. But yeah, as this is the launch, I got it first right that time, but I have actually struggled with this a lot, because what you have to be careful of is hitting this or this, so it's actually quite precise to get it. You can kind of launch with this as well, but I haven't really experimented with it. But yeah, the easier way is to do the old way, which is very easy. You just like hit that cliff there, and as you can see, it gives you height with almost every single angle. And then you just either land on this invisible wall here and then drop down, or you can just strafe in air like this and get it down immediately. I mean, I did hit the wall there, but I mean, just either way, just get through it. You can also, if you want, get to this side here and continue hopping outside the border here, outside the map, and then go down. I mean, it's either way, like depends what you prefer. But now let's get back to the video. So now we're getting to the third map, which is also very fast. As you can see, it's only like a 15-second map. So you can save delete and hit that rock, crouch before the rock so you can get a little bit better angle so you don't get too much height. Yeah, so, and then you can just shark here, get through it. You can also hit this right side here. I try to crouch just before I'm hitting the shore there, but doesn't always work. But you can keep some momentum if you hit it correctly. And you just navigate into the next map again. Here there's actually alternative setup as well, but I recommend trying to keep some speed and just like getting in here into this rock formation here, top of the cliff basically, and with like better angle, like if you hit this sideways, you can actually even get some speed and get a very fast map. As you can see, my goal is 13 seconds. But either way, you can build up some momentum on top of the cliffs as well, like this, and then actually kind of screwed up here because I didn't I didn't realize I didn't have as much speed as I wanted. But basically, you can hit these rocks here, or most likely you're gonna hit this cliff here. This is like a very safe one. So I don't know why I went for the left ones, but either one works. And yeah, into the next map again. Into the next map again. And here's the only car section we do. It's the only one you cannot really skip because of the level change. But yeah, fastest way to get through that, or the easiest way, is to just gravity on the metal bar out and then just continue on. And this is just self-explanatory. Just doing the casuals route here. Here you can speed up once, and then here I start holding handbrake at this point, so you can actually do this corner very smoothly here. Same thing here, or at least right. That's not really smooth, but yeah. Trying with the car can be janky, and you can lose quite a few seconds here. Here's the last boost I try to do, holding a little bit of handbrake there so I don't bonk the wall, because you can bonk the wall and like almost flip the car, and that loses a lot of time. Here's a small save load trick you can do, so you basically hit this ramp here, and while your car is facing upwards, you save load 2 to 4 times basically. If you do more than 4, then your car will start freaking out more, but it's easier than it looks. I just like kind of try to YOLO it, so. And you can get a hole-in-one here, which is faster as well. Here I'm doing more save loads just to... Oh, yeah, that was the video. I got confused. But yeah, you can do more save loads. To hit the trigger you want and need to hit here faster. But yeah, this is the level transition what we need the car for. Yeah, you save delete here to put the car into like the exact same position so it's easier. And that's you have to get this chair there, but if you go too far out, the Alex will follow you, and the door will auto close. So you want to not only gravity on the chair a bit from afar, but you also have to be a little fast. And then I back off to this corner so I can hopefully get Alex out of the way, but my mistake here, I should have walked more to the right here, but I accidentally bonk Alex, so I just like literally block myself here with Alex. But yeah, I back up to that corner again, and then I do the BBD. It's surprisingly easy to do BBD with the car. Sorry, with the chair. It's easy to get into the position. But that's not the hard part with this BBD, because we have to actually BBD down. So usually when you do a BBD, you BBD upwards. And that's because, like, for example, when you do the red letter day skip, you want to go upwards basically. And it's much easier as well, so if we hit the prop like this, as you can see, we go upwards. But that's not what we have to want to do in this speedrun, because the place we need to get into is below us basically. There's like a long hallway here, so what we need to do is to get the chair, specifically the chair, because it's easiest to do it with this one. And we want to hit this side with downwards velocity. So when you see the normal PPT, you see that we hop and then we like raise up a little. But basically here we're jumping against it, and while we're going downwards we hit the chair like that. But if you go too fast, you will clip a lot more horizontally, like further out, and that's missing the hallway. And if you have too little velocity, let's say under 200, you usually clip through this metal door here, this garage door, in a weird way, and then like it just doesn't work. I don't really have explanation, but there's a ramp coming up as well that will kind of mess with your PBD, I guess, your trajectory. But yeah, you want to it reaches correctly like that. So you have like mostly downwards velocity basically. And then, as you may know about like BBD, for if you have seen red letter day skip, for example, you can BBD again when you have this BBD state. So that's what we're doing here. We're precisely putting ourselves in the middle of the elevator so we can hit the level transition here. And yeah, this is another map that is most likely unskippable as well. Because we need the car again, and the car only travels through this cutscene basically, so I gotta speed this up really. Alright. So now starts one of the hardest sections of this run. Because there's a lot of like launches you can do here that are hard. Even that one that looks very simple is hard to actually like get a standing hop and crouch above the fence. But this launch, for example, is quite hard as well. But you can either hit the middle of the slope here if you have enough speed. As you can see, I have almost the max velocity here. But if you don't, you can also use this left cliff here to get even more height. But then you don't have as much very horizontal velocity. But yeah, I got very lucky kind of with the launch, and I'm trying to hit one of these roofs here because they all function as a ramp. There's a backup for this that my previous run had. I guess I can actually show that one. Yeah, I got that one now. So the backup, let's see what height we get. Yeah, this will not be enough to hit the roofs here. So this backup is much easier because you only need to get into here. Try to hit one of these rocks or hit this cliff here, like that. Then you wanna just basically hit this ramp here to get a little bit more height. It's a little annoying here because there's a lot of different heights that can gonna mess you up, but there you go. There's a little gap here, like on the, well, from this angle, the right side of this roof, that you can get above from above, like that. You can also crouch to ensure you got enough height from it, like that. Pretty easy and simple backup. Either case, backup or not, you're gonna wanna survive, hit some of the slopes that are here, and save deleting to get more HP. So there's another ramp you can use here, but it's super dark, so it's kind of hard to like actually navigate. That's one of the main issues with this mod. Basically, it's that left rock there, and then you just wanna fly above that cliff there. You can also hit one hop onto the cliff if you want, but after the cliff, you wanna hit the school water here once or twice, hit that ramp. And that ramp has perfect angle to like slope off of or hop off of that cliff there. And then hit this another cliff to negate fall damage. Then you wanna hop on top of this roof, and basically this invisible box here that I'm hopping against is actually at the same height as the roof, so that's why it's very simple and easy. And then you can hit some of the slopes and other stuff here. It's like very free roam what you can do there, but I really recommend hitting this cliff here to get some horizontal velocity to hit some of the slopes here better. You can slope, if you have a lot of horizontal velocity, you can also hit this roof there. But this cliff works very fine, even with some vertical velocity. And now is one of the weirdest maps. And probably the most confusing one, if you don't know the glitches that are used here. Getting rid of those combines. I don't know, you don't probably even need to. Throwing an aid to break that barrier. You need one of these turrets here. And then you need to keep one of these boxes alive, because you need it for this trick here. Then we do we perform a turret clip here, which is just like holding turret with the gravity gun and then slowly adjusting your camera upwards so the turret awakens while it's inside you, so it functions the same way as the prop clip, but it's RNG free basically. But yeah, we want to get precisely into this corner, and then this is very lenient angle, but I think it's like from -30 to minus 40 or I don't know, but I just like put it around -35. But yeah, this is the first time I actually used this trick in any HL2 mod, actually. So if I do 2 explosives here, it still doesn't give me enough upwards velocity actually. So here I'm actually using only 1 nade, and then I'm doing this prop on top of the head thing. I don't know what it's officially called, but as you can see, my velocity here now is 991, so I try to bonk myself that I get around 6 to 10 more velocity. If I get more than that, I actually have too much upwards velocity and I get clipped back in bounds. And if I have less than that, then I just the trick won't work basically. But yeah, here as you can see, I bonked myself for 5 velocity, and that is actually not enough really. So as you can see, like if I'm doing this trick here, just a bunch of save loads. This is a void clip, so if we do any percent on void clip category, this wouldn't be allowed, but yeah. I'm trying to do it again, and if I remember right, I actually failed this twice. I bonked myself with 5 velocity again, so it seems like it's confirmed now that 5 velocity is not enough for this trick. Yeah. Yeah, 997 and 1005, so that's 8 more velocity, so that works fine. As you can do, I'm doing bunch of sailors now, because I'm pretty sure that it works. So. And when you're above this room, or the room below this, you just sail it down, just like normal. So, as you can see, I'm -29 seconds, and this is where my biggest time save is now. But yeah, this trick here needs some explanation, I suppose. So You can see that I'm positioning the chair against the wall here, and then I'm running backwards, and I release the chair and I start save loading. So what happens is that the chair actually pushes me out of the trigger that says that Alex needs to be here and Gordon has to be here. But it's like calculating there's only one person here now, and it needs to chew the progress. So we push ourselves out of the trigger, so it thinks that Gordon never even left that trigger. And when you enter it again, it thinks, oh, there's two people here now, we can actually continue. So that's what's happening there. And we can abuse this trick again, because you need Alex to actually for the level change as well. So we just do the exact same thing here. And to actually easily position yourself here, you can actually use this APC tire here. So the trigger ends here. The trigger ends there basically. And there you go. These push trigger things are basically free. Doing the final save delete here. And then hitting this cliff back here, which is kind of hard to see because it's so freaking dark, but you can see this on 3 here. It's basically on the right side of that. But it's still surprising to get it first right. I popped off hard, I just had my mic muted. And here on... I should probably explain this as well. So here I'm trying to do 3 to 4 hops, and basically there's actually no floor where this road is here. So I'm trying to do a toggle duck at the end of this invisible floor here, and then hit another hop on the other side. And then this cliff is very perfectly positioned that you can get a little bit more height. You can usually get enough height to actually hit the end there as well. But I got a little bit less height, so I just do another hop there and just surf myself into the end here. And the time ends when the white flash happens. And that's GG. So yeah, hopefully that was good enough of an explanation. I tried my best, I don't know, I mean this is the first time I'm doing this, so yeah, hopefully next I might do Riot Act, explanation of Riot Act, I guess, because that was the first Fortnight Mods, and there is still 3 days left of this challenge, so try it out. And if you need an easier route for some of the maps, we can help you in the Discord. If you go to this link, there's a invite link here if you want to join and discuss these Fortnite mods and need some help with. So that's all. See ya.